Judy, before we get to some of the music of exactly a year ago, I wonder, first things first, a lot of people have called in and written in and are worried about how you're feeling. How do you feel?
I feel fine. I was never sick. I just went in for a good rest. I was just there a few days.
I'm sure you are aware of the kind of loyalty your fans have. You have fan clubs dotted all around the landscape around New York. And we've been receiving calls all week worrying about you.
Oh, how silly. Well, I've been working for 2 years without let up, and I thought it might be a good idea to just go into the Presbyterian Columbia Presbyterian Hospital and get a few days rest and a checkup at the same time. Therefore, I couldn't answer phone calls. It was good for me.
You look fine. You look well rested.
I am.
We're in doing this concert again. We're letting a lot of people in on what some 3,145 people witnessed a year ago. What were your feelings? Was that the first night of the concert engagement?
No, you mean the concert tour?
Of the tour itself?
No, that came actually rather in the middle of the tour. I don't remember the exact date we started the tour. I know it was in February. Was it in February? Yeah, it was in February. And this was in April, so it was sort of in the middle of the tour. And you asked me how I felt. Well, I don't think I've ever had a more marvelous evening. For me, I hope the audience felt the same way. I had a great time, and the response was so gratifying. I had never seen Carnegie Hall. I'd never even been inside of Carnegie Hall.
Well, Carnegie Hall has known through the years concert artists, classical artists, violinists, pianists. I wasn't there that night, but from people who were there, they said the love of the audience for you was almost a tangible thing. It was almost something you could feel come out of the audience.
Where were you?
I wasn't there that night because, frankly, I couldn't get a ticket. Tickets, as you probably know, were at a premium.
I'm just fooling you now.
I wonder, can you, as a performer, feel that kind of love when it erupts from an audience?
You mean something, as you say, something tangible?
Yeah.
Well, I don't. It sounds rather difficult without sounding egotistical. I do feel love. Yes, they show me love. They demonstrate their love by applause and by saying lovely things to me. Yes, I can feel it. I hope they feel the love that I have for them.
Do you notice a difference in cities? Are there any cities that are tougher to get audience response from than others?
This last concert tour was, I don't know why, because I've done tours before and I've been on the stage before, but this somehow chemically, or whether it was the programming of the songs or the tone, whatever, created a lot of excitement wherever we went. Some audiences naturally were a little slower getting started, and you had to work a little harder, but they all wound up quite successfully.
I think the rapport that exists between you as a performer and an audience is something to behold. I know of no one else who has it. Let's get to some of the music of that concert. We're not going to follow the program as it happened that night. Right now, for example, this tune is by Noel Coward. It's called If Love Were All. I remember reading an interview recently that contained dialogue between Mr. Coward and yourself about show business.
Yes.
I think it was in Red Book.
That's right, yes. We're very good friends.
Do you oft-times do Noel Coward tunes? How do you select, for example, why did you select this particular Noel Coward?
Well, I think it's a lovely lyric. It's one of the most interesting and one of the most poignant lyrics that I've ever heard. Beautifully constructed melody and magnificently constructed lyrically. It's always been one of my favorites. The first time I did this concert was at the Palladium in London, sort of off the cuff, actually. Didn't take much time to prepare it, but I wanted to sing one of Mr. Coward's songs, and this happened to be the one I chose because it's one of my favorite songs. Our guest is
Miss Show Business. Who first dubbed you Miss Show Business? Do you know, Judy?
I think it was Alan Winston with Capitol Records.
Yeah. Incidentally, speaking of Capitol Records, the concert is on Capitol Records and has sold as well as any album this size has ever sold, I think. It's a great tribute to you, I think, as a performer, and also to the recording technique, I think they have captured all of the excitement that was there that night.
Yes,
in the
it was quite extraordinary that they could do that, because under the conditions that being in the theater and actually giving a performance, and I, as a matter of fact, forgot that they were recording. I was too caught up with the evening and the excitement, and probably if I'd remembered we were recording, it wouldn't have been any good. I'd have been so busy with my pear-shaped tones that don't come out well at all. But I think they did a marvelous job technically.
For example, on this next tune, I think it's a Harold Arlen Jr. Nissa tune, Come Rain or Come Shine. All of the things that were in the original recording, they captured, I think, at Carnegie Hall. And Nelson Riddle did this arrangement for you.
Yes, he did. He did the orchestration. Roger Evans did the vocal arrangement.
In the ballroom this Monday evening, our guest, Miss Judy Garland. The occasion, the first anniversary of Judy's concert at Carnegie Hall. You've taken that concert tour practically all around the world.
We've run lots of places with it. It started in England, and we played many times in England, and we took it to France, and then Holland, and let me see. Then we came back to America, and we played 42 cities.
I would be remiss, as far as your fans are concerned, and gosh, they're in the hundreds of thousands in this area, if I didn't determine from you whether you were going to work in New York or the environs in the near future, in concert or whatever.
Well, I've got to go and do a movie first in London. I'm leaving in a few days. As a matter of fact, I'm making another album on Thursday night.
This Thursday?
Yes, before I go for Capitol. And then I'm off to London. I imagine I'll be there in 3 or 4 months. It takes that time to make a picture.
You've just completed a film out in the country.
Yes, and that was a straight non-singing part.
You mentioned the name Roger Eden earlier, Judy. Am I correct? Is my intelligence correct? Didn't you do your original audition for Roger Eden? Or wasn't he in on the original audition? And did Zane with the String?
Well, I didn't audition for him. He was, at the time, just a pianist. He had been implementing accompanist here in New York, and then he came out to Metro, and then we paid much attention to him, and we got sort of dragged in to hear this little girl many years ago, and he accompanied me because my mother, you see, who used to accompany me, was ill and couldn't be there, so he came and accompanied me. I was about 12, and from then on, we've been working together.
Was the two Zane with the Strings?
Yeah.